It is 1 year since the Israel-Hamas war started. Ongoing multilateral consultations and negotiations may not have yielded much as the war is taking a different turn, a threat not just to the Middle East, but to the world at large. TVC's Foreign Affairs reporter speaks with a global affairs analyst and a cybersecurity expert on the war, the Middle East, and the role of the United States.
Year on, and over 43,000 lives lost. Gaza is currently in ruins. Children left as orphans. The wounded without medical care. Food and urgent care remains elusive as Israel is still being begged to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. This is even as the Israel-Gaza discussion was top of the debate at the United Nations General Assembly, with many countries voting for a ceasefire. A few days after these debates, the world may be at another crossroads with an impending escalation of the conflict in the Middle East. In this interview with an expert, he says history, politics, and strong beliefs may have also played a role in the war.
There is a religious dimension to it, and there is a political dimension to it. So, having learned the history of what has happened to the Jews in the past, which they have actually said that never again will that happen, I believe that Israel is going to take that war to the next level.
Many countries blame the United States of America, particularly the United Kingdom and other Western countries.
Israel and US are allies. The decision-making bodies, both in the military and the political system of this nation, have a lot of Jewish influence. Because of the history of what has happened to the Jews and all that America had to do in order to be able to rescue them, so they have actually vowed to support Israel regardless.
Dr. Delia Laufin explains why the U.S. is also now insisting on negotiation and a peace deal.
America is only begging them, please just take it easy. Don't blow the nuclear weapon because we know they are, don't blow their oil well, because when you do that, there will be crisis, economic crisis worldwide. Iran is producing about 2 million barrels of oil on a daily basis that they are putting in the market there. So if that does not go, the price of everything will go up. So there is a political implication.
The worry remains the number of many more innocent civilians that will die before this eventually happens, especially as it is not agreeing to the UN resolution of a two-state solution. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Washington, D.C.
In a message to mark 1 year since the Hamas-led terror attack on Israel, the UN Secretary General has called on the international community to condemn those abhorrent acts which have triggered a shocking wave of violence across the region. According to Mr. Guterres, the war continues to shatter lives and inflict profound human suffering for Palestinians in Gaza and now the people of Lebanon. The UN chief also called for a lasting solution to the conflict to allow Israel, Palestine, and all other countries in the region to live in peace and dignity and with respect for one another.
Today marks 1 year since the horrific events of October 7th, when Hamas launched a large-scale terror attack in Israel, killing over 1,250 Israelis and foreign nationals, including children and women. More than 250 people were abducted and taken to Gaza, including many women and children. The October 7th attack scarred souls, and on this day, we remember all those who were brutally killed and suffered unspeakable violence, including sexual violence, as they were simply living their lives.